Sarno is one of the fastest racing tracks on the calendar, and in a few moments' time, you will see why. Behind the superimposed image of this 1.5 kilometre circuit, just at the bottom right, you can see that bit of bitumen. That is the end of the back straight, a top speed of between 158 and 162 kilometres an hour. That's not a guess, that's not an estimate, that is straight off the data logging systems here in Naples. It's a genuine 100 miles an hour. Of course, 100 miles an hour being 161 k's an hour, and they're just topping that, just with the benefit of the slipstream on every other lap. The mountain range behind the circuit, KZ2 karts on the track. This will be something else. Some of the finest racing drivers in the world. Forget the word kart racing drivers full stop. And you're about to see why in a few moments' time. Of course, big news in the last few weeks is Japanese Nissan Super GT Super Formula driver Ronnie Quintarelli will join us for the World Championships at Wackersdorf. In September, we had Rubens Barrichello race the world title at Kristianstad with us in Sweden last year. Ronnie Quintarelli, of course, famously second at the 1999 World Championships, Formula Super A at Marienburg, wants to go one better in a few months' time when we go to Germany for the 2017 World title. Simo Puhaka, you just saw him, front row of the grid. Your eyes are not deceiving you. Yes, he raced La Conca with a CRG. He's raced the last 3 years with CRG. We turn up to Naples, he's driving a Cosmic kart. Not only that, he took pole position, he dominated the heats, and he won the pre-final this morning. What a debut for the Cosmic Racing Team driver. Simo Puhaka, 28 years of old, from Tampere in Finland, on pole position. However, on the outside of the front row of the grid, to the right of your screen, is Jeremy Iglesias. Also, another new team for 2017. Iglesias has been awesome in the early part of this year. He starts on the outside of the front row of the grid. Bas Lemmers, he leads the championship coming into this final round on 251 points. Second in the series is his teammate, Anthony Abbas, on 190 points. Lemmers starts out of grid number 3, the Dutchman who won the World Cup Championship at this very circuit in 2012. There is Alessandro Pellizzari, number 23, the CKR competition kart racing chassis, the team run by Carlo De Bay. He had a superb run in the pre-final, finishing in third. Remember, he won a heat at Castelletto. Just ahead of him is Patrick Hayek, winner of the last round of the series at La Conca. Pellizzari for the small CKR team. Might not have the biggest and best transporter, might not have the biggest and best catering, but wow, they've got a quick go-kart. Pellizzari on the third row of the grid, right behind Patrick Hayek. Third in the championship, 183 points. We will try and keep you updated with the virtual championship or the live active point score. Hayek, who won at La Conca, makes it 2 Cosmic karts in the front 2 rows of the grid. Anthony Abbas from Nantes in northwestern France, where the wind blows in sideways, or the rain blows in sideways off the Atlantic Ocean, his hometown. Anthony Abbas, second in the series. There is Alessandro Pellizzari. He's already won in WSK competition, having won the WSK Night Edition at Adria Karting Raceway in 2016. He could well upset the big factory teams in that magnificently presented CKR chassis when we go green in a few moments' time. Absolute concentration required from these drivers, not only during the race, but as the grid girls leave the circuit. So they try not to get distracted as we are up here in the commentary box. There is the tremendous sight that is the Sarno International Circuit, host venue of the 2003 World Championships. The race won by the New Zealander, Wade Cunningham. Of course, 2014 KZ World title, won by Marco Ardigo also. We go back to 1999 when Stefano Fabi won the European Championships at a shortened version of this track, driving for Top Kart almost 20 years ago. We're ready for this one. 17 laps, just over 25, in fact 26 kilometers. Not a cloud in the sky. At the foot of the legendary volcano that is Mount Vesuvius, it dominates the backdrop. There it is, right there. It may have exploded 2,000 years ago, but I'll tell you, you'll forgive the cliche, these races are about to explode into life right now. Pujaca and Iglesias, Lamas Hayek, Abbas Pellizzari, Lorenzo Complesi, Paolo Ippolito, Paolo De Conto, the reigning world champion, on the 5th row of the grid, alongside the driver who beat him to the 2015 world title. The two Tony Karts, Luca Corbetti and Marco Ardio, on the 6th row of the grid. Remember, Marco is the reigning Supermaster Series champion. Not only that, but he won the 2014 World Championship right here at this very circuit. Andrea Dale, former European champion, further back on the grid than he'd like. Yes, once again, a big hello to our friend Jorge Pescador, who's missing in action this weekend after a big accident racing in Genk 7 days ago, resting and recovering back home at his home in Valencia, Spain, trying to keep himself distracted by watching the Atletico Real Madrid derby. I know he'd much rather be here. Jorge, we wish you all the best, and we want to see you back here racing as soon as possible. They go into the Bet Italy hairpin. We are ready for this one. It will be spectacular. The Sodi Karts run 1 and 2 in the series. They are 3 and 5 on the grid, with Lammers 45, Abbas in 44, the French manufacturer. But speaking in French of Frenchmen, I'm going to advise you to watch Jeremy Iglesias in the bottle green Formula K kart to the right of your screen. He's on the outside of the front row of the grid, but he gets off the line like a top fuel dragster. Watch Iglesias. Watch him on the outside of the front row of the grid. When the 4 red lights go out, that Formula K kart turns into a rocket. Pujaca from Finland, first time out for Cosmic Kart, and he will start this one on pole position. Pujaca slow across the line, off the line. Iglesias tries the outside. They go side by side, they touch wheels. Iglesias tries the outside of the Cosmic Kart. He tucks into second spot. Lammers and Abbas, the Sodi Karts run 3 and 4. A brilliant start by one of the Tony Karts. I think that's Ardigo, who's already up into position number 5. Pujaca, a great start off the line. Got a lot of wheel spin, but managed to get the momentum, actually touched wheels. Smoke coming off the Bridgestone tyres ever so slightly. They race down the back straight. Iglesias is in second. Lammers, the series leader, he won at Castelletto, remember? The title is his to lose this afternoon. The Cosmic leads the Formula K, the Sodi Kart in P3, as they come across the line for the first time Puhaka in his debut for the purple team. Down into turn number 1. The Bridgestone tyres now up to temperature. Iglesias down into turn number 2 and he takes the lead. It's the first time this weekend he's been beaten off the line, but it only took him a lap to retake position number 1. Puhaka back to second and looking vulnerable. Right behind him is bustling Bas Lemmers. Patrick Hayek goes on the inside of Artigol, tries to make the move. Paolo Ippolito just behind him doing a superb job in the Lenzo kart. The driver from Siena in Tuscany. Just on the edge of the top 5, Lemmers. Up the inside, Puhaka's having none of it. He did not flinch. Did not even look. He would have heard the TM engine of the 2 Soddy karts right on his rear bumper. Here they come across the line. There's Artigo in position 5. The defending Supermaster Series champion. Tremendous speed. They touch 100 miles an hour. That's no exaggeration right there. As the 2 Soddy karts break down into 3rd gear. Hayek in 5 ahead of Artigol now. They trade positions. Jorid Pex, the 2015 world champion, there he is. As Hayek goes on the inside of Anthony Abbas. Abbas tries the outside line. Watch Artigol behind this battle. The Tony kart will try and take the Soddy kart. They race up the back straight. Hayek wants to make it a Cosmic Kart Quinella. They're running 2 and 4 at the moment. Hayek, winner of the last round at La Conca just a few weeks ago. Artigo very close to the back of the Frenchman. Iglesias still leads from Puhaka. They come onto the straight to start their 3rd lap. Iglesias, he'll be vulnerable because he's breaking the air. For Puhaka behind him in the slipstream is the Cosmic Kart. Oh, a big moment there for Abbas. And he knows that Artigo tries the inside. Abbas simply drives down the inside line. Ippolito has just been passed by Tom Louet, the young CPB Sport French driver in another Soddy kart. Great move by Tom. Pellizzati goes through, rounding out the 10. Iglesias, the gap was 0.2 of a second. You can see it's just 2 kart lengths. In timing terms, it does not matter. There's Artigo behind Abbas. 51 in the Tony kart, 44 the Soddy kart. There's Lemmers starting to close in on the leaders ever so slightly. Paulo De Conto back to 10th now. Alexander Dalberg, the Swede, as we go back to the front, we've got a change for the lead. It's going to say Dalberg now inside the top 10, but Puhaka, what a debut, what a dream it's been. With the Cosmic team, he retakes the lead. Iglesias back to 2nd. Lemmers leads the series, running in 3rd. We take a look at the replay. Up the inside goes the Cosmic kart. He lined him up from a lap or so before. He had the benefit of the slipstream. Let's see if the Frenchman can respond. The Formula K kart runs in P2. So the Cosmic kart's now 1st and 4. Hayek. Ippolito going through to Conto, Dalberg, Pellizzati, Lundberg, Stan the Man picks, winner of the Champions Cup at Adria to start the season back in January. From the back of the grid, the Dutchman has come storming through and is now in position 14. Hayek had half a look down the inside of Lemmers, not really close enough. They go down the back straight, almost 130 k's an hour right there before breaking down to 2nd gear. As down the inside goes Hayek, the Czech Republic driver, now up to 3rd. Lemmers back to 4th. Lemmers, of course, has got one eye on the championship. There's Abbas, his teammate, in 44 right behind him. Abbas having won the first round of the series for Soddy kart. They're running in at 3 and 4 at the moment. Marco Ardigo, the defending series champion, he's unlikely to take out that title here this afternoon. He's running 5th on the road. He's running 5th in the series. If the race was to end right now, Lammers would claim the Supermaster Series championship by just 40 points from Jeremy Iglesias. Tom Luay doing a superb job inside the top 10. So Douglas Lundberg, his CPV Sport teammate, it is a mouthful. Competition, Paul Bizalion from Alès in France. Tom and Douglas running in 8th and 13th respectively. Paolo Ippolito in the Lenzo Kart just coming onto the straight. There is the driver from Siena in Toscana, still ahead of the reigning world champion, Paolo Di Conto. Iglesias, meanwhile, back front, has taken the lead. They go side by side. Around the outside goes the French driver. Oh, he's going to lose a ton of time on the exit. Lemmers tries to get hold of him as well. The Sodi Kart boxed the Frenchman in 2nd spot. Puhaka, he wants to win first time out for Cosmic Kart, and he's still got 10 laps to defend from the swarm of drivers right behind him. Down the inside, Lemmers with Iglesias. Iglesias was looking at the lead, half a lap ago. Now he's got the 2 French manufactured machines breathing down his neck. Ardigo, the 3-time world champion. That's him in the 51 Tony car. Yuri Pex also coming to play as well. Tom Luay. There's Pellizzati going through ahead of Lundberg. Pierre Loubert, the Frenchman in the Zanardi car. Iacovacci, the driver from Rome, ahead of Tonquist, Corberi, Salmaso, Tiene, and David Fore, the 4-time world champion, rounds out the 20. Lemmers has gone through though, and Iglesias, he's in a Sodi Kart sandwich. He may be a Frenchman, but he's not driving for the French manufacturer, although he did as little as 6 months ago. He won the last round of the European Championships, indeed, for the Sodi Kart team at Genk in last year. But they've now just put him off the podium. Abbas goes through into P3. Iglesias now back to 4th. Yuri Pex, meanwhile, the 2 world champions, Pex and Ardigo, go at it, and they've traded positions. Yuri now into P5, and with a chance of making it up onto the podium. So the Sodi Karts, 2nd and 3rd. Can they catch Puhaka? Dalberg, the Swede goes through in the Birolart, having a nice run here this weekend. P8. He splits the 2 CRGs of Paolo Di Conto and Stand the Man Pex. Dalberg just quietly getting better and better every race. Will surely be in contention when we start racing the European Championships in just 2 weeks' time at this very circuit. Lammers is the driver to break the slipstream for everyone else, gives an advantage to his teammate Abbas. Head down behind the steering wheel, although Abbas will slide it up the inside, he thinks better of it. Out of the goal, retakes P5 from Yuri Pex, the Dutchman. Abbas has a look at the back of Lammers. All the while, meanwhile, Patrick Hayek is pulling away. Actually going to have to correct myself embarrassingly here. Simon Puhaka in the other Cosmic Kart. While this was going on, it is actually Puhaka who has retired, and it is Hayek in the number 10 Cosmic Kart who is actually leading this one, not Puhaka. Forgive me for that, they're identical cards. It is Hayek in the Cosmic Kart who leads across the line, trying to look what has happened to Puhaka. As Pex going through, Stan Pex, he's down in 9th. He's actually tumbling down the leaderboard as the Sodi Karts trade positions. Abbas up into 2nd spot. Ahead of Lammers, and still Iglesias. We take a look at the replay. He had the benefit of the slipstream. Lammers knew it. Abbas simply forced his way down. Look how close he was to the inside of the track. Slid under brakes. He had marbles on those Bridgestone tyres, so to speak. Had everything locked up. The Frenchman holds down position number 2. Oh, Artigo goes through. Sorry, Pex goes through. On Iglesias also. A big aggressive move. No, it was Artigo in fact. The two green karts, they actually made contact into the Bet Italy hairpin. Now this race is starting to come alive. 5 laps remain. If it was to end right now, Lammers would still take out the title. From Patrick Hayek, who leads the race and is looking good to make it 2 from 2. Artigo up the inside and takes Iglesias, the Frenchman, back off the podium. De Conto, Ippolito, Dalberg, Stanpex and Pellizzari still doing a superb job in P10. The laps are winding down here in Naples. The gap between the Cosmic of Hayek back to Abbas is 2.4 seconds. There's Artigo. Pex goes through, kart number 29. Iglesias, De Conto, Ippolito in the Lenzo kart. Iglesias chokes that engine. Wants to put one past Artigo. Big move from Dalberg there, but it didn't quite pay off. The laps wind down here. 3 laps remain here in Naples. Cosmic Kart looking to make it 2 from 2 for the KZ2 category. In a row, of course, Carol Bash already winning in the OK class here this afternoon. The team run by the legendary Olivier Marechal. There's Abbas, there's Lammers, 44 and 45. Artigo behind them. There goes Luca Corberti going through, just outside the top 10. Head of TNF, 4 days up to 15th now, ahead of Salmaso, Renaudit, Tom Louet, Dale, and the driver from here in Naples, Tiro Molo, rounds out the 20. They're running out of time, and indeed Hayek in the Cosmic is pulling away from the two Sodi karts. The gap is 2.6 seconds. They would have to take almost a second a lap out of the Czech driver to win here this afternoon, and you simply cannot see that happening. Artigo and Iglesias continue their battle. The laps are running down. Lammers looks behind him. He's in P3, but he should take the series if he can hold on as Iglesias trades positions now. Moves up past the Tony kart, but they're still off the podium. The last lap board will come out next time round for Hayek. There's the two Sodi karts. Iglesias from the front row of the grid. He's one step off the podium at the moment. The Formula K kart was into second for a few moments, for a few centimetres. He was in the lead at the back part of the circuit in the early part of this race. He's holding down P4 at the moment. He will certainly be a threat to the World Championship, the European Championships later this year. This is the final lap now. Iglesias in 4th spot. Artigo is behind him, but he has been penalised, I can tell you, for 5 seconds for a jump start. It's of little relevance, though. No one will catch the driver from the Czech Republic. He's looking to make it 2 wins from 2 starts. Hayek rounds the final few corners. What a start to the season he is having. He comes across the line to take the checkered flag. He wins here in Naples. The Sonic Karts are second and third. You can see Lemmers is ecstatic. He has come third, but he has won the 2017 WSK Supermaster Series here at Sarno. Iglesias was fourth ahead of Artigo on the road. However, Artigo, with that time penalty, has been classified in position 11. Douglas Lundberg, therefore, scrapes into the top 10. He won at La Conca. Now he's won here at Naples. Patrick Hayek being congratulated by the reigning world champ, Paolo De Conto. His teammate has been the talk of the weekend, Simon Puhaka, unfortunately did not finish this race after dominating the weekend fastest qualifier heat winner, pre-final winner as well. It is still a Cosmic that wins, but it's Patrick Hayek. So we'll take a look at a replay of the highlights. Iglesias tried to take the lead around the outside as he's done all weekend through the heats. Puhaka, the early race leader from pole position, will spin off the line, but he did hold on to the lead. Iglesias said it's my time to shine and did lead for the early part of the laps. There's Hayek at this early stage of the race. He's only fifth, forces his way past Abbas. Artigo. There's Puhaka. He did lead for much of the early part of the race. Iglesias and Hayek. This was actually the move for the lead. Iglesias losing momentum there. The Sodi Karts bottled up behind him. Artigo, the reigning Supermaster Series champion, penalised 5 seconds and classified in 11th. Finishes the series in 5th place. Fighting here in the latter part of the race with Iglesias. But Hayek won for the second time in a row. Sodi Kart second and third. Bas Lemmers is the 2017 WSK Supermaster Series champion. Unofficially, he has claimed the title from Hayek and his teammate Abbas. Hayek, we saw him on the podium at La Conca. And again, he will occupy the top step. Abbas second and Lemmers third. Unofficially, he has claimed the 2017 WSK Supermaster Series here in Naples. Stay with us on WSK.it, the podium presentation in just a moment. drivers make their way up from Parc Fermé. We're about to join them on the podium in a few moments here in the sunshine of Naples, 2 weeks out from the start of the European Championship opener. May have been third place today, but I think we're going to see the most excited driver. Here's the new series champion, the Dutchman, Wsk Supermaster, here in just a moment. We're about to get underway straight away with the podium presentations for KZ2, the final round of the series. Well, he won at Le Concours. He might have been overshadowed by his new teammate through the early part of the weekend, but when it counted, he put his foot down and he's won here this afternoon for the second time in a row for the Cosmic Racing Department. First of all, we'll go to the winner, Bass. The winner here today, Patrick Hayek. Second place, and he's been superb throughout the entire 2017 Supermaster Series. For France, for Kart, Anthony Abbas. He may have come third today, but I think he's going to be the happiest driver on the podium. Third in the race, but unofficially the new 2017 Supermaster Series champion. For Kart, the Dutchman, Wsk Supermaster. Mr. Rosario Sorrentino to present the third place trophy to Wsk Supermaster. Second place in the race today, Anthony Abbas. And the winner from the Czech Republic for Cosmic Racing Department, Patrick Hayek. The girls also to present the magnificent Avio Milano timepieces to Wsk, Anthony, and Patrick. As we stand by for the national anthem of the Czech Republic. The podium here in KZ2 this afternoon. Patrick, Anthony, and Wsk will break with tradition. We'll speak to you first of all, Patrick, if we can. You might have been overshadowed a little bit by your teammate. Simo was counted. You won the race. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not very happy about was past all weekend, and I wish him to win the race, because to win the first race with the new team, it's not easy, you know. But yeah, happened what happened. We have race here in 2 weeks, the European Championship, so you know we are fast, and we'll see what will happen. I'm happy for the team, because since La Conca we are doing the good job, and we show to everybody that we're fast. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Patrick. Second win in a row. Anthony Abbas, a great start to 2017. Another podium for you and the Kart team. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Was a good result for us. We need to fight into.
Congratulations, Anthony. You may have been third today, Bass, but congratulations. The new 2017 Supermaster Series champion.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank my team, Kart, the factory, DM Racing Engine for the perfect job they did all the time. Incredible. But so far, I would like also to congratulate Patrick Hayek with his victory because he been really fast all the weekend. Even Timo, I feel sorry for him because I think he had a technical problem. But otherwise, he was the one, I think, to beat. Anyway, also congratulations to my teammate. He finished second, and I think Saudi guys can be very happy. And yeah, again, thanks to everyone, and see you in 2 weeks.
Congratulations, Bass, the ultimate professionals. Bass Slammers, Anthony Bass and the winner, Patrick Hayek. One final remains for the 2017 Supermaster Series, the 60cc mini karts being pushed out onto the grid. Their final in just a moment.